What is up, YouTube? It is so nice to see all y'all smiling faces. Anywho, I figured obviously you might have caught from the title here, so that might be why you clicked on the video. I'm gonna let y'all know what I'm using and why I'm using it. So not only just like a particular loadout of the gear or anything like that, a particular object, but why I use that object specifically. Because we all have all our little nicks and crannies of things we like, but what I've learned over playing Airsoft and over time is it's not always just about looks and things like that. It's about why that piece, why that specific part, why that specific thing. So I figured that'd be a good way to kind of let y'all know. Plus I get a few questions of where I got stuff. I may not give a whole listing of everything in the description like I usually do, so if you have a question over a specific thing, drop me a comment, let me know where where I might have got it, so on and so forth. Anywho, one of the most important things, and I cannot stress this enough about Airsoft, is iPro. iPro is extremely important, and everyone has different kinds of things. Some people are rocking Empires, dies, i5, i4, regular goggles, Valken ones, different things like that. I run the, where do I put it, the i5, the i5. I also have an i4 that I have used in the past. It's a little bit smaller. That's the difference between the two, is the 5 is a little bit bigger, and the 5 actually has the ratchet strap in the back, opposed to just the regular, kind of spandex looking thing. Yes, I painted mine. I did not get this decal anywhere. I actually did this one myself with whiteout, red permanent marker, and some clear coat spray paint. So that's how that ended up doing. I got a few questions on it where I had it done, and I had it done right here at my desk. I love these masks. They are great, and the biggest reason I like these so much is they are so anti-fog. They will not fog up on you unless it is extreme heat. They can do so. So when this headband and stuff on the inside, which is replaceable, starts to sweat and things like that, sometimes you'll get right here on the edges some moisture, more or less. And nighttime is when I've had the problems the most. A few night games. I am all about this mask. I had an Empire for about 2 days and I sold it. It was just too big for me, that particular style. But I really like the i5s. I obviously have a GoPro 9 mount. This is actually the waterproof case. And I have it placed all the way down inside the netting of here. So there is no mount here. The feet that are on them are actually stuck down inside the netting there. So it's real easy. It keeps it from bouncing around. Makes it a little bit smoother. The 9 already has pretty good hyper smooth. But it just makes it just that little bit more security to it. Yeah, man, I suggest anybody get one of these or the 4s. I have a 4 right here that does not have a lens in it, but it is slightly smaller. It does not cover the chin as much, and it has a different kind of strap in the back. But nonetheless, the lenses to the 2 are interchangeable, so I can take this lens out of the 5 and I can put it in the 4, vice versa. So really handy there. A lot of people like running the dies, and I suggest them to anyone. I'll get to the gun in a second. I also run an Atom Pack from SpeedQB, and the reason I run this right now is because I'm no longer using a Euro. I use a stock right now. When I'm using a Euro grip, also known as the Monk custom grips, the ESGs, ERGs on the gun, where the tank is actually connected to the gun. When I have used before, I didn't need to use this, but since I use this, I have my tank in here. And being my tank is in here, I run the Empire 48, and it's a super small tank. This is a 4500 48 tank. Super easy, super light. So this one I actually got when I was using a Euro to make it smaller. No, I didn't want to carry a big 68 or a 96 or something like that. And the 13 was too small. But the 48s and the 50s are about right. They're perfect size, and they're still 4500s. They just don't hold as much. So, but they're still super dope tanks to use. I use this, what is, I call it like a copperhead snake kind of threading. It's like the braided line that goes around it. This is from Airsoft. This is the 42 inch. I use the 42 for a reason, and mostly because I'm dominant left-handed, and I hook it up to run out of the right side and run it down my right side and coming up to the left, so I keep my line from getting snagged up on anything. It makes it so much easier, and it gives me a little bit of extra room so I can switch from left to right-handed, no problem. And it gives me plenty of room, plenty of to work with there. But these are super awesome, and also I just run some patches, but they're kind of irrelevant. It's got my number on it and all that stuff. So yeah, and the front setup on this is I run 3 EPM 1s at the moment and 2 S's. The EPM 1s are the EPMs are super awesome mags. They hold 250 in these. In the S's, I don't have one on me at the second, but the S's hold 170, so these make it a lot easier. You know, you can carry more rounds in it. I have mine labeled. There's always great to label your mags so nobody gets confused, nobody steals your mags, so on and so forth. So 3 mag slot holder in the front, and I also have this little bag. This bag was actually, it's more just a case just to put stuff in. Sometimes I put my phone in here, sometimes I put a mag in there. Pretty simple. The brand of that, I don't even remember. I've had it a long time. But yeah, man, SpeedQB, some people really like them. Some people don't like them at all. I love SpeedQB. Gear, anything, all things SpeedQB, I'm all for it. Speedsoft has a really good brand, but these are super cool, super easy to use. You can also get a cummerbund for it that velcros in the back, so these velcro up like this, and you can take these straps off and put what's called a cummerbund, and basically it holds more mags, so it's like a velcro for each side. Hold your atom to you a lot closer, and I don't know, it just makes it easier. And you can put extra mags there, you know, so you can carry more. I also run a belt, and the only reason I really run this belt is because, and I have another belt I'm going to show you in a second, is because of the dump pouch. That's the only really reason I carry it on me right now. This is just a regular old dump pouch. It's kind of big. It's not a Speed brand. Hold on. Yep, another EPM 1 in there. It's not a Speed brand. But super easy. I mean, it's got the drawstring in it to tighten it up, keep your mags from falling out. These are always awesome to use. Sometimes I'll replace mags, so if I pull one, say I pull one out of my chest and I have an empty room, I take one out of my mag, you know, stick it back in there, and I kind of move from left to right, so I know where I'm at. Pretty simple to use. This one is just a SpeedQB insert right here. It's a really quick one, but I use this just for pistol mags. No, I don't hardly ever run a pistol, but these are on there. Just simple, holds 4, real simple about it. Here's a SpeedQB belt. These are awesome belts. These have the quick strips to them, so you can change out the quick strip, whatever color. You can get these in different ones, black, red, you know, purple, black, white, whatever, you know, about virtually any color that you want. They got them in different sizes. This is the small, medium size one, so you can get them in large as well, medium and large. Super cool. They grip really well. I ran this when I ran my ARP9 with the Monk. Super dope. I really enjoyed it. I just don't run it much now, but I may end up running it again in the future. Let me jump before I jump to my rifle. This is also a TM, so this is right back to the menu of me. I haven't been running a TM in a while. I'm more dominant rifle guy. I like rifles more, but this is the TM DRL. Originally, this is an Airsoft Masterpiece Hive slide on it. Super dope slide. I think I have a video for it as well. If you want, I'll link it. It'll go on one of these corners. Go check it out in a minute. So it has the slide on it, the Hive slide. Just running it with the green gas, or it can be run with the adapter. I usually run it with the adapter. It has the Airsoft Masterpiece brass hop up in it. right here. So it's brass, super strong. Couple of short strokes from, I think these are Cow. One's got a 140 spring in it, matched up with a 140 hammer spring. Blue bucking. I believe this one's got the blue bucking. I'm pretty sure I still got the blue one. Yes, blue maple leaf bucking for them. Super cool bucking, super good. This thing works rather well. Don't have an issue out of it whatsoever. Super good pistol. TM is the way to go, in my opinion. I mean, if you're gonna go AW, you might as well just step up to TM and have your 100% custability to it. It also, on this one, has the TLR7 light on it. It's a little quick press light on it. Super cool little light. I've had this one on the rifle not long ago. But yeah, these are cool. Really like TM. So shout out to LA Kappa Customs too. There's a link in below if you want to hit them up. Hit them up. Sutton's a cool dude and he'll get you together. Alright, my rifle. So this is my rifle that I've been using at the moment. Yes, I'm back to a stock. I enjoy it. So now this is where I was going to go into more of the detail of why do I run this and why do I have the specific parts that are in this. And I might have said something about it a minute ago with the EPM 1s. The reason why to use EPM 1s is, first and foremost, they carry 250 rounds. Why not have 250 rounds in each magazine? Now I play SpeedQB a lot, the new rules, so on and so forth. It's easier for me just to carry more more rounds in a mag, less mags. So that's the reasoning behind the EPM 1s. The EPMs hold 150, super cool mags. I like these. They actually have the gauge in it, so when you fill them up, you can tell where your gauge is at, how many rounds you have left, so it's just a quick look, opposed to, because nobody likes breakout shooting and have like 2 rounds in there, and it sucks. Super cool mags. The grip. This is a PTS beaver tail grip. It has a little bit of stapling on it. It's good little grip here. Really like it. Like I said before, I love the beaver tail. I love the look of it. It gives it more bulky kind of feel to it. Really good mags, or I'm sorry, really good grip. This is the SSG1 stock. I like this stock a lot. It's got a good rubber base to it right here. It doesn't have a lot of battery room, so if you was wanting to run this with a as an AEG, it's kind of harder to get those, especially a butterfly mag or batteries. You're not likely going to get one in there. You might get the thin ones, but just not as likely. I do not have the swivel on it. If you know most SSG ones, they come with the swivel to move your stock up and down, so you can basically give it more of a pitch, you know, almost like a drop stock kind of feel, and it sets it up higher as you shoot. I don't like that at all. If I'm going to be running a rifle like this, I would like my stock coming straight out. This red dot, it's literally just there just for cosmetic look. I literally do not use this thing. It's just there to balance it out, the look of it. But these are really good red dots. I like them a lot, but I just don't particularly use it. It is not zeroed in, nothing along them lines. This is the TLR light. Now this one's cool. This light is really cool, and it actually comes out. This one's got changed lens in it, so you can hold it down one, you know, just to brighten, or just kind of double tap it and get a strobe. These lights are super bright. I'm not sure the number on the brightness. I might put it in the comments later on when I find out, but damn thing damn near blind you. Super cool lights, really strong. You can change these out, these plastic fronts. This is a yellow one at the moment. Now the reason for this is, yes, a lot of times I'm playing in a light, but I'm telling you, when you, especially in the SpeedQB world, when you're shooting at a target that's down there like this, just blinking, it's so hard to tell anything. It really can blind you at a good distance. It kind of, you disappear behind the light. If I got any example, I'll try to throw it in here. Just looking at one. Super bright, but man, they work, man. They really do. They're good to, you know, running in a room. Nobody can really, it's hard. It's self-explanatory. It really is, y'all. Super cool light. The rail, this is a carbon fiber 7-inch rail. This rail is super cool. It's got the M-locks on it. It's really light. 7-inch. I have a 5-inch outer barrel on the inside, and on it at the moment is the lighter C tracer, and this tracer is not mine, but I am using it still at the moment. This one, I'm sorry, not the lighter. This is the brighter C tracer. So this one actually has, and you can take this knob and put it on your pistol as well, so you can pull the adapter out, put it in. I like this one a lot because it is, you can see it's on right now, it'll blink in there. It's motion activated, so I can't turn it off. It turns itself off, but I don't have to worry about pushing a button to turn it on. I screw it on, I have it charged. As soon as I shoot a couple BBs through it, it's on. If I give it a little rock, it's on. So it's motion detected. The simplicity to that is a good reason to use that. I did a video not too long ago too of the polarstar jack, of why I use the polarstar jack. And let me get this screwed back in here and I'll hold this back up. So that's what's in here, is a P-Star jack engine. I love this engine. Yes, the F2s are cool. The Fusions are way too expensive for my taste. They're just not, or they just are, and I don't care for them. But the jack does everything I want it to do. It's a very quick engine. It's not as an air efficient, excuse me, as the F2, but I mean, it's cool, bro. I mean, the jack is super fast. A lot of people seem to like them. I've been using one for a year and a half now, and or about a little over a year, and I love it. I really do love it. It's a super cool engine. It does everything it needs. The simplicity, one simple FCU. You can also use the Gorilla FCU for it, to give it binary, ramping, all that stuff. I do not have a Gorilla, not yet. I wish I did. I really need to get one. Super cool engine though, man. Trigger. This is a speed trigger. It's from Speed Brands, flat. I don't know where you can see it here, so it don't have much draw to it. Simple and easy. I like the flat trigger opposed to the curved trigger that they have from Speed Brand. Just makes it, you just barely touch it. When you tune it just right, it don't take much at all. It's very simple to use. The retro arms hop up. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out if I can. The retro has been good to me. Now, it did not work very well when I used it in a ARP9. The loading situation, it liked the miss speed and whatnot, and it wasn't right for an ARP9. So if you have an ARP9, I wouldn't necessarily suggest it, but maybe it works for yours. It didn't for mine. Let me get this off here. It's kind of a pain in the ass to get off. It took entirely too long to get out of there for some reason. Yeah, the retro is super good hop up. I like it. It's a little cheaper than the Maxes are, and I mean, honestly, man, they're just great. They're simple. They do not have the different adjustment arms like the Max does, where you can go flat hop and stuff with the arm, but they're still really cool. And this is actually a stock barrel. It's a stock brass 03 barrel. I've used PDIs and Lambdas 01s, and they just get dirty so easy. The 3 has not bothered me much. I mean, hell, it's still clean, and I just played with it over the weekend and shot hella. Well, last couple weekends I played with it and not cleaned it. Have no issue with it. I have the blue maple leaf bucking in here. The blue ones are really cool. Now the old, a couple teammates would argue with me on this, but the old pink maple leaves, trash, throw them away. But the Supras, yes, they're really good. The pink ones, they have a squiggly line on them now on the sides of them. You can tell the difference opposed to the first ones, where just have kind of like a straight rib lines around it. The newer ones have the squiggly ones on it, and man, I stand behind those. They are good. I get behind Red Bull. I said Red Bull. Yeah, you can tell where I'm at. Red Bull guy. Mad Bull Red buckings. Awesome buckings. I will get behind them 100% all the time. They're super good, especially for the jacks. And the Crytek Blue, I've used those. Really like that one. Use the Crytek Blue for a couple months, and I'll get behind that one so fast. But these, I mean, if you're thinking about getting a retro or anything like that, I say go for it, hands down. Unless you're an ARP9, be skeptical. Maybe it was just mine. It had serious feeding issues. It really did. And I didn't really care for that. But beyond that, I also have the G. This is also a G&G. I forgot to mention that. This is a G&G metal lower. I like the metal lower, being it just gives me a little bit more weight. I do like a light rifle, but at the same time I like to have a little weight behind it, you know, not just be super light. So it's super good. I like it a lot. G&G does a hell of a job. I'll go to G&G first and foremost. Crytek and KWA are both have good bodies to them, but man, G&G is where it's at. Go with G&G. Some Lancers are pretty cool. I just can't get behind the Lancer thing. G&G, guys, these are the ways to go with it. But I think for the most part, man, that's basically what I'm running at the second and why I'm running it. If you have any questions, because I know this is kind of like a 20-minute something video. If you got any questions of anything, where I might have got something, I'll try to lead you that direction, because I don't want to put all these in the description unless I'm specifically asked about something. Tell me what you think. Do you run any of these things? Are you liking these things? Or hell, give me in the comments, what do you have and why are you using what you're using? Let me know, man. Let's get a conversation going. I always answer these comments. I always stay on top of it. So be sure you're going to get a response from me no matter what. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Let me know. Leave a like if you ain't subscribed to the channel yet. Consider doing so. It's always love. It always helps me out. And I'll catch you on the next one.